Hello, it's Ricardo and welcome back to Battlestar Galactica Deadlock, Modern Ship Pack with Armistice. Today we're going to talk about a Battlestar shrouded in mystery when we first saw it in the Ron Moore reimagination of Battlestar Galactica, which is the Battlestar Valkyrie. You may remember we saw Adama in command of this doing some sort of covert mission. And since then, during Battlestar Galactica Deadlock, fans have been crawling out and saying, hey, when are we going to have a Valkyrie to play? But the Valkyrie has been part of a different era of Battlestar Galactica. More modern ships. So needless to say, it's good for modern ship pack. So the Valkyrie is included and also is the Mercury class. I'm going to do a quick skirmish because it allows us not only to take a look at the Valkyrie in all its glory, but also you can have a look at its stats. So let's talk about some stats. Now the Battlestar Valkyrie is a support light Battlestar. And with that it comes with one fighter squadron, or Raptor squadron, one missile launcher, the ability to launch flak, and 14 turrets dotted around its superstructure. It is very weak on the bottom, mind you, and as a result of which it's best suited for that supporting role, hence its name. So that's the exciting stuff. What about the armour? How long can it stay in a fight? The front armour is at 80. So that is, ridiculously low when you consider other Battlestars in its class. Left and right armour at 60. The back at 45. The top at 60. And the bottom, which maintains a vulnerability there where the FTL is exposed. So light armour at only 30. So again, you're not going to get in any heavy fights with this and survive. So what is it like in battle anyway? And for that, what I'm doing is I'm going to go into skirmish mode. Now with the Daybreak update, the fleet cap has been expanded into a state where you can get 1600 fleet points. That means you can have hundreds of the things, right? Which if you're using bigger ships like the Mercury, you can really have a decent fleet. And that in Anabasis as well. Fleet cap only being raised in Anabasis, multiplayer and skirmish mode. You can only play these ships in Anabasis, skirmish mode and multiplayer. Can't play them in the campaign. Let's look at the stats of the Valkyrie. It says it's a type of Battlestar that would prove popular in the years following the First Cylon War. It's small frame, heavily armed, allowing for a highly maneuverable artillery package. However, the firepower comes at the expense, right, of low armour, right? It is, but it's not as bad as the Minerva. At least it's quick. We all know how I feel about that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to crack in there now. We're going to get into a skirmish mode. And as a result of which, we're going to see how it performs in battle. Now the Battlestar Valkyrie, like the Mercury of the modern ship pack, can be fitted with the Viper Mark VII. The total air superiority colonial fighter, right? You can't go fitting that to no Jupiters, you can't go fitting it to no Minervas or no Artemis class. You can only fit it to a Valkyrie and to a Mercury class. And that's what I've done. I fitted these two Valkyrie ships out with Viper Mark VIIs. My opponents, again, two Valkyrie ships. Let's see how it goes. I've launched my Vipers. We're going to have a really good look at the model to see what the model's like. Now the ship is fast. It's got a good range of movement on it as well, as it's stated in the blurb. The blurb said it was heavily armed but with a light armor, which meant it was a mobile artillery platform, which was great. And and the stats with the front at 80, that's 100 less than the Mercury. The Minerva, however, has got a front armor of 60. It's on par left and right with the Minerva at 60 armour and at the back, whereas the Minerva only has 45 points of armour on the top, where the Valkyrie has 60. On the bottom though, it's weak, 30 points of armour, and the Minerva has 60 as well. Compare that then to a Mercury, where the front armour is 180, left and right is at 140, the back is at 100, and top and bottom are at 100. But each ship in this game has its place, and there's been much debate over this on the channel and in the community section and in the comment section of other videos that I've done. Where do you go? How powerful do you make these modern ships? They represent a 30 to 40 year arc and gap between what we've seen at the beginning of the Cylon War with all the ships that we had in the first season of Deadlock. Then when the Battlestar Galactica got reimagined, rebuilt, retrofitted into the Jupiter 2, we saw a jump as well in that particular ship. As this marks the end of Season 2 of Battlestar Galactica Deadlock and the end of the story arc of Deadlock, will we see anything in future seasons that points to a retrofit of these ships? Or is this basically just going to be the way it is? Who knows? How they stand up against Cylons, though, however, is something to be seen. Again, these Valkyrie are support Battlestars. You're not going to go winning any major missions with them. But looking at the model, it's been perfectly realised within the game. You only saw glimpses of it in the reimagination of Battlestar Galactica. Obviously, they weren't there in the original. You had sort of one type of ship and that was it. But in the reimagination, we saw Adama commanding this, like I said at the beginning of the video, with a covert behind enemy lines mission. We saw glimpses. That's all we saw. And, you know, Black Lab have gone around and they have perfectly put this in the game. The game is stunningly beautiful, and as part of the Daybreak updates, not only have we got photo mode, we've got enhancements to the gameplay, we've got bug fixes, we've got more game modes, you know, you name it. They've really worked hard over the 3 years that we've had Battlestar Galactica Deadlock to keep that game valid and relevant. I do think this, by far, I think for value for money, is the best DLC yet. You also get an 8-mission campaign. I'm halfway through it and recording videos for the channel, but I have completed it and it is a good story. Some story arcs I think are being set up for further seasons, and that will come apparent when you play it. I'm not going to put any spoilers in, but we will be discussing this on launch day as well. We'll be discussing what goes on. So there you have it, everybody. That's a brief rundown of the Battlestar Valkyrie, the support Battlestar Valkyrie that comes in the modern ship pack in Battlestar Galactica Deadlock. As I mentioned, you can pack it out with those Viper Mark 7s and other Vipers, but you can't go packing those Viper Mark 7s into lesser or older Battlestars. Only the Jupiter cannot take it, the Minerva can't take it, the Artemis cannot take it. You know, it's got to be only the Mercury and only the Valkyrie for the Type 7 at the moment. So, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you've already done so. Loads of Battlestar Galactica Deadlock videos on the channel. Look at the playlist, look at the back catalogue. Like and subscribe because there's new content every Monday, and that'll let you know when I'm putting more Battlestar Galactica videos on YouTube, Twitch, and other streaming platforms. Thanks for watching. So say we all, and launch them Vipers.